stuff.
I think I'm live now, maybe. It says I'm live. Aubrey, do you want to tell me if you can hear me?
Been live the whole time.
Hi, okay. Good morning. Welcome. We're going to start in child's pose. Hips to heels, knees together, knees apart. Arms can reach forward, arms can reach back. Find your child's pose, find your breath. In through the nose, maybe out through the mouth, the first few rounds to settle, to land. Using your first few exhales to let go of anything heavy. Lots of heavy stuff right now. So take the first few breaths to settle, to land here, to let go. Starting to transition the breath when you feel present into Ujjayi, in and out, using only the nose. Constricting the throat, creating that soft sound as you breathe out. Maybe keeping that gentle constriction as you breathe in. So on both sides of the breath, you have a soft sound, something for your nervous system to attach to, bringing you back into a more balanced state. Couple more breaths here in child's pose. Taking these next couple breaths to set your intention, your sankalpa, your resolve, the reason why you decided to roll out your mat this morning. Maybe it's the same as yesterday, maybe it's different. That's what makes this practice unique, what you bring to your mat each time you show up. While you're here, let's stretch the backs of the arms. So bring the palms together in a prayer position, elbows bend, bring the thumbs to the back of the neck, the fingers to the ceiling. Walk the elbows forward, let the chest be heavy. Take some breath there. The next time you breathe in, straighten the arms, press into the hands, press up onto the knees, tucking the toes to arch the back, find that anterior tilt in the pelvis. Take a breath in. And then as you breathe out, lift the knees, press the hips up, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Pedal, shift, move as you need to here. Biceps by the ears, heels heavy. Down dog is a big pose. It stretches, it strengthens everything all at the same time. So if it's too much, you can always modify down dog by coming to the knees. That's what this practice is, finding that place for you, right in the middle between way too much and not nearly enough. Heels line up behind the second toe on each foot, so when you look back at the feet, you can't see the heels. Eyes of the elbows turned forward. Shoulders down out of the ears. The chest presses toward the leg bones. Keep rooting into the knuckles as you breathe in, reaching through the heels as you breathe out. Take one more breath here in down dog. As you breathe out, come forward and put the right knee on the floor. Let your right shin kick out behind you. Stand on your left foot. Reach your left arm to the sky. I know it's backwards, opposite. When you record, things flip. It's all new. So, left arm, my left arm is reaching up to the ceiling. Pressing your right hand down. Open the chest, front and back. Pressing into your standing leg, your left leg. Now stay here, this is fine. If you want a little more juice, you can lift that left leg, flex through the foot, reach through the heel, look down at your left leg, make sure you can see the front half of the foot, the toes. Stay with the breath. You can stay here, maybe lifting the gaze, or bend your left knee, reach back and catch your foot. Kick the foot into the hand, feel more of a stretch through the chest, the shoulder, the front of that left leg. Take one more breath in here, really open. And then as you breathe out, come back to the second layer. Left leg long, left arm reaching up. Kind of like a half moon modified with the right knee underneath. Take one more breath here, and then as you breathe out, press your left leg down, reach the left arm over the ear. Left ribs to the ceiling, keep pressing into your right arm. Bigger side stretch, one more inhale. As you exhale, left hand down. Turn your right shin down, lift your left leg back up, right arm out in front, spinal balance. Take an inhale here for length, keep the chin in. As you exhale, elbow to knee underneath, squeeze. Inhale, expand, open, breathe in. As you breathe out, elbow to knee. One more time, inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, contract. Now inhale, come back to your spinal balance and hold. Reach the right arm long, flex the left foot, keep the back of the neck long, looking down at your mat next to your left hand. Breathe. Keep the core engaged, pressing into your right shin, into that straight left arm. Take one more breath in. As you breathe out, right hand down, left knee down. Inhale to find that anterior tilt in the pelvis. As you exhale, Adho Mukha. Lift the hips. Pedal, shift, move as you need. And then we'll take the other side. So from your down dog, your inhale puts your left knee on the floor. Kick your left shin behind you. Stand on your right foot. Open this way. My right arm reaching to the ceiling, left arm underneath. So hand, heart, hand across the top of the body. Pressing into your right foot. Open. You can tuck the left toes or point the left toes, whichever you'd like here. Up to you. You always have options. This is your practice. Now right leg, lift it up if you'd like. You can keep it on the floor. Always up to you. Right arm reaches, right foot flexes. One more breath in, and then if you'd like, layer two, bend the knee, catch the foot, kick the foot into the hand, open the chest, open the quad, breathe here. Use your inhale to release, coming back to second layer, and then use your exhale to put your right foot down, right arm over the ear. Take that big side stretch, right ribs up, right arm reaching. One more inhale. Use your exhale, back to fours, well threes really. Left shin kicks under, right leg is long, left arm in front. Chin in, find that length, pull the navel tight. Right heel reaching, left arm long. Take an inhale to extend, and your exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, open and reach. Exhale, squeeze together. One more time, inhale. And exhale, and then hold your spinal balance. Reach the left arm long, the right foot flexes, chin in. Pay attention to the pieces that are touching the floor. Feel grounded, feel heavy through the right arm, the left leg. One more inhale to lengthen. Use your exhale to put the left hand down, the right knee down, tuck all 10 toes, arch the back, back into your down dog. From your down dog, inhale to lift your heels. As you exhale, bend your knees. Look at your thumbs. Step or walk, top of the mat. Once you get there, inhale, hands to the shins, lift halfway. As you exhale, soften and fold. Bend the knees, reach the arms, standing up on an inhale. As you exhale, palms pass through heart center all the way down. Half sun salutation. Inhale, half lift, long spine. Exhale, soften and fold. Inhale, stand up, reach up, rooting to rise. As you exhale, palms together through the heart all the way down. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, soften and fold. Inhale, stand up, reach up. We're going to go one more time. As you exhale, hands together all the way down to fold. Inhale, half flat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand up, reach up, open. As you exhale, hands together, pause at the heart. Look down toward the fingertips or close the eyes. Reaffirm any intention you may have set in your child's pose. Set something new. Just feel your body, feel your breath. Good. Surya Namaskara A. We'll start with some sun salutes, then we'll add on. Go from there. Inhale, reach the arms up. As you exhale, forward fold all the way down, same way. Inhale, half lift. As you exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. Hands under the shoulders, heels over the balls of the feet. Rock forward on the toes as you inhale. As you exhale, chaturanga, go halfway. You can take the knees in the modification if you'd rather. Inhale, open, lift and fill. As you exhale, over the toes, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Press the heels as you breathe out. Inhale to lift your heels. Exhale to bend your knees. Look at your thumbs. Right foot to the top, then left foot follows. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, soften and fold. Bend the knees, root to rise, stand up, reach up. As you exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank. That same exhale rocks you forward and then halfway down with your breath. Use your inhale to lift back up, open outer shoulders back. As you exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Clear that breath out. Now inhale to lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees. Look at your thumbs. Left foot to the top, then right foot follows. Hands to the shins. Inhale. Exhale, soften, fold. Bend the knees, reach the arms, stand up, inhale. As you exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, half flat, lengthen, lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank. That same exhale, forward and down to empty. Inhale, a back bend. It can be cobra, it can be up dog. Exhale, downward face. Breathe in and breathe out. Heels up on an inhale, knees bend on an exhale. Go back to the right leg, or you take a little hop, top of the mat. Inhale, half flat. Exhale, fold in. Bend the knees, circle the arms, stand up. We go twice more. Forward fold on an exhale. On an inhale, half lift. Plant the hands, step or float through your chaturanga. Inhale to your back bend and exhale to your dog. Breathe in, breathe out. Heels up on an inhale. Knees bend, exhale, look forward. You can step, you can jump, land softly, top of the mat. Inhale, half flat. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, stand, reach open. As you exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or float. Lower with control. We meet in down dog. Smooth your breath here. Now from your down dog, look back at your toes. Walk back to a forward fold at the back of your mat. Soften your knees, let your head be heavy. You can take ragdoll here, just a little intermission before we add on. Checking out the hamstrings. Feel the length in the low back. You're a little warmer now, so maybe exploring your forward fold a little deeper. Oh, I'm so glad you guys are watching. Hi. Just checking. All this technology stuff, very new. A little scary. We're getting through it. Ragdoll, back of the mat. So from there, hands to the shins, inhale. As you exhale, soften and fold. Now, put the fingertips on the floor. You're going to stand on your right leg, lift your left leg behind. So a standing split. Soften your right knee. Look at your left leg. Make sure your knee and toes are pointing to the floor. You can walk your hands toward your right foot, maybe the right hand behind the right calf, bringing your nose in toward your shin. Take one more breath in. As you breathe out, release any bind you have, and then gently put your left foot next to the right foot. Inhale to a flat back. As you exhale, soften and fold in. Stand on your left, lift your right. Knee and toes to the floor. Soften your left knee. We're looking at hamstring work here. So stretching the hamstrings, feeling whatever's happening back there. Feeling some length in the low back. Let the head be heavy. Shake out the neck. Take one more breath in. As you breathe out, release any bind. Put your right foot down. Inhale to your flat. As you exhale, walk your hands back out into your downward facing dog. From your downward facing dog, inhale to lift your heels. Exhale to bend your knees, look forward, step or jump all the way up. Once you're there, inhale to a flat. Exhale to fold. Big toes touch, heels, knees. Zip the legs together for chair. Sit low, reach the arms. Tailbone heavy, front ribs in, biceps by the ears. Stay with the breath. Feel the weight in the heels, some weight in the balls of the feet, but the toes are soft. Spread them out. Make some space between the little guys. They like to stick together. Notice your face, if your forehead is wrinkled, if your jaw is clamped down, soften that up. Release something that you're clenching, that you're holding on to, even if it's something emotional, physical, spiritual. We've all got stuff that we're holding on to right now. Rightfully so, uncertain times. But that's when we start to suffer, when we grip, when we hang on. So letting the grip go, softening it up, being easy, being fluid. That's the practice, that's the work. Not getting wrapped up in what might happen, what could be. Right now, right here in chair pose, things may not be ideal. You may be creating a little heat, a little tapas. But you're in charge of what happens on your mat. Your breath, your attention, energy goes where you pay attention. Be mindful of that. Take one more inhale in your chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump through chaturanga. I'm trusting you to jump back safely. All of this stuff, don't push or force. No heroics in your home yoga practice. Lift your right leg on an inhale, press it behind you, knee and toes to the floor just like you practiced in your standing split. Sink your left heel as you reach through the right heel. Keep pressing into the arms. Take one more inhale for length. As you exhale, knee to chest, look forward. Right foot through, left heel grounds. Use your inhale to rise. Warrior one. Use your exhale to pull your right side back. Inhale, reach through the arms. Exhale, press the feet. Now take an inhale in warrior one to straighten your right leg. As you exhale, reach over your right leg for a pyramid. It's a longer pyramid. Take an inhale to lift. As you exhale, soften and fold. Pull your right hip back. The left hip gently moves forward. Take one more breath here in your long pyramid. As you breathe out, bend your right knee, plant the hands, step back to plank. Give yourself a goodbye inhale in plank, and then as you exhale, chaturanga or all the way to your mat. Inhale, open, fill, lift up. Exhale, downward facing dog. From your down dog, we'll do the other side. Left leg on an inhale, lift it up. Knee and toes to the floor. Press the hands, reach through the heels. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, knee to chest, look forward and then step through. Ground your right heel. Use your inhale, warrior one, come on up. Use your exhale, left side back, right side forward. Inhale, reach through the arms. Exhale, press the feet. Last breath in. Stay to breathe out. Just kidding, we have one more breath. Inhale to straighten your left leg. As you exhale, reach up and then over your long leg. Long pyramid, hands to the floor on fingertips. Breathe in to lift. Breathe out, soften and fold. Keep that left hip pulling back, the right side gently forward. It's longer, so it's a little weird. Take one more inhale. Stay to breathe out. And then inhale, lift, soften the knee. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank. And inhale and plank, forward on the toes, chin past the fingers. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, urdhva, open, fill up. Exhale, adho, hips high. Breathe in. Clear that breath out. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees. Look forward, step or jump all the way up. Inhale to your half flat. Exhale to fold. Bend the knees, sit into your chair on an inhale. Forward fold on an exhale. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump, high to low. Use your breath. Riding this practice on the breath like a wave. Downward facing dog, hips high. Right leg on an inhale, lift it up. Same way as before. As you exhale, bring it through. Look between the hands, set it down. Left heel to the mat. Warrior one, breathe in. Square the hips, breathe out. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Exhale, fold over. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale to lift. As you exhale, bend your right knee, walk your hands forward, lift off, standing split. Now from your standing split, we're gonna add on. Right hand is gonna move out ahead of your right foot, left hand to your left hip, peel that hip open, half moon. Left heel reaching, left arm reaching. Take one more breath in. As you breathe out, left hand down, turn the hips, inhaling in your standing split. Exhale, bend your right knee, long left leg to the back of the mat. Bring the hands back. Take an inhale to lift your left heel. As you exhale, right foot back, chaturanga. Inhale, open, fill up. Exhale, empty, down dog. From your down dog, left side on an inhale, lift it up. As you exhale, bring it through. Ground your right foot. Use your inhale to rise, warrior one. Use your exhale to square. Breathe in, reach up, lengthen. Breathe out, fold over your left leg. Take an inhale and exhale. Last breath in, lift the chest. As you breathe out, walk the hands forward, standing split first, lifting your right leg. From your standing split, lengthen out. Left fingers come in front of the left foot. Turn your hip, turn your shoulder. Half moon. Right foot reaching, right heel reaching. Right arm reaching. You just have one of those right arms. Take one more breath in. As you breathe out, right hand down, right hip down. Soften your left knee, land your right leg. Lift your right heel, breathe in. Breathe out, step your left foot back, chaturanga to empty. Inhale, urdhva, open. Exhale, adho, hips high, downward dog. Breathe here. Take an inhale to lift your heels, and exhale to bend your knees. Look at your thumbs, step or jump, top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to fold. Bend the knees, chair pose for an inhale. We go once more, exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump through chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Right leg on a breath in, lift it high. As you breathe out, step it through. Warrior one, ground your left heel, inhale, rise. Exhale, square. Inhale to straighten. Exhale, fold, pyramid. Take one breath in to lift your chest. Use your breath out to bend your right knee, lift off, standing split. Sort of, it's like a standing split, get ready for half moon combo. Right hand out in front, left hand to the left hip, peel open. Left arm up, left leg reaching. Now, think about how this is the same as the one you started in your kneeling version with the knee underneath. Left leg was reaching, left arm was reaching. Now, second layer, if you wanted it, bend your knee, catch your foot. Chapasana, kick the foot into the hand to open the chest. Move that right thigh bone back. Take one more breath in. As you breathe out, release with control. And then your left hand is going to come down. Left hip is going to roll down. Take an inhale with the left leg up. As you exhale, bend your right knee, a long left leg. Now you're back in that lunge you were in the last time. Left hand down, right arm up. Breathe in, open. As you breathe out, right arm under, round the back. Inhale, right arm reaches, stack the shoulders. Exhale, hug it under. One more like that, breathe in. As you breathe out, hug it under. Take an inhale to reach up, lift up. As you exhale, right arm back, or right arm down, right leg back. Take an inhale. As you exhale, chaturanga, maybe on 3 limbs. Inhale, open, fill up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe here. From your down dog, lift your left leg on an inhale. As you exhale, step it through. Warrior one. Starting the same spot. Breathe in. Breathe out to square. Take an inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold over. Breathe in. Breathe out to fold. Inhale, bend your left knee, walk forward, standing split, half moon transition. Left hand under the shoulder, peel open. Right arm, right leg, reach. Stay in your Ardha Chandrasana if that's where you need to be. If you want another layer, you bend your right knee, catch the right foot, kick the foot into the hand for that right hip opening. Maybe a little right shoulder opening as well. Breathe. Now carefully, mindfully releasing that right leg to an inhale. And then as you exhale, right hand down. Turn the hip, shoulders over the mat. Right leg lands, left knee bends. Step your right hand under your right shoulder. Turn and open, left arm reaching. As you exhale, hug it under. Inhale, squeezing that right leg very straight. Left knee stays bent, hug it under. One more time, breathe in. As you breathe out, hug it under. Inhale, open, reach. As you breathe out, left hand down, left leg back. Hold for an inhale. And then use your exhale to take maybe a 3-leg chaturanga, maybe 4. Inhale, open. Exhale, down dog. Breathe here, smooth it out. If you need child's for a few breaths, take that. Shake out the head. Notice the evolution of this practice, how differently you may feel in your body. 30 minutes or so in. Just kind of checking in. Notice what's still valid, what's still true, maybe your intention. Maybe something else seems more important you need to think about or gear your energy toward, guide your energy toward. Inhale to lift your heels. Exhale to bend your knees. Look at your thumbs, step or jump. Top of the mat. Inhale halfway. Exhale to fold. Bend the knees, chair pose. Just to breathe in. Stand tall to breathe out. You can bring the hands to the heart, palms face forward. Just come back to your breath. Back to your physical shape, your bones, your muscles, your structure, your meat suit. And that's what we're working toward here, one of the things. Starting to move some energy through this stuff that we carry around. The physical, the emotional, it's all connected. So we'll start in chair. Big toes, heels, knees together. Sink the hips. We're going to take eagle chair hybrid. Right arm under. Elbows away from the chest, tailbone heavy, fingers to the ceiling. Create space here between the arms and the body. And now take a breath in. As you breathe out, fold halfway to hook the elbows in front of the knees. And then inhale to come back up so the arms are parallel with whatever's in front of you. Exhale, fold, pull the navel in, flat back. Inhale to come back up. We go one more time, fold. And then come back. Now keep your eagle arms. Think about your legs. Press into your right foot so your left foot floats. Now set your eyes on something just past your arms, maybe toward the floor out in front of you. You're going to create resistance with your left leg. Move into warrior 3 with an eagle arm. If that's too much with the arms, bring them out to airplane, maybe an interlace, wherever you need to be. But if you're with us, right thigh bone is pressing back toward your left leg. Left heel is lifting over your hip. Forearms parallel with the floor. Chin in. Now soften your right knee. Land your left leg. Crescent. So the left heel is over the center of the ball of the foot. Move your right foot over. Right knee bends. You can always scoot your left leg back. Create some depth in your lunge. And then lift your fingers to the ceiling, to the sky, wherever you are. Elbows up, finding a little back bend here in your lunge. Take one more inhale. Press the feet as you exhale. Now come back up, reach the arms up overhead. Right hand takes the left arm, just like yesterday, left arm up, lean to the right. Press into your left heel. Feel that deepening of the stretch. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, warrior 2. Scoot your right foot over. Left hip forward, right hip up, right knee out, arms long. Look over your right fingers, squeeze the shoulders down, tuck your front ribs in, find your breath. Feel this warrior 2 from the top of your head to the bottom of both feet, every cell in between. That's the practice. Now, reverse, right arm up and over. Left hand can travel down toward your ankle or reach around for your right hip. Keep lifting your elbow away from your knee, softening all the toes. Maybe your gaze lifts toward your right arm. Now, one more breath here. As you breathe out, side angle. You can take the modified version, elbow to thigh. Full version, right hand inside of your right foot. Left arm. If it feels better in your shoulder to reach out from your shoulder, up from your shoulder, do that. Maybe more side stretch. Left arm over the ear, and then you look toward your left hand if that's okay in your neck. Stay grounded with your left heel, open with your right knee toward the right little toe. Take one more breath in. As you breathe out, left hand down, left heel up. Scoot your right foot over to the long side. We're going to take a lizard lunge, so you can drop your left knee if you want a little less. Keep Keep it up if you want a little more. Maybe you lower onto your forearms. Keep this right knee hugging in. Keep the left heel pressing. Let the head be heavy. If you still want a little more juice here, you can straighten the arms, press the floor away, finding a whole lot more length. Just breathing here into your hips, long exhales. Take one more breath in. As you breathe out, bring the hands where the elbows were, and then step your right leg back. Take an inhale and plank. Use your exhale to chaturanga. Your inhale to up dog or cobra. Your exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Empty out. Hold here and breathe. Feel the right from the left. Similarities, differences. Inhale to lift your heels. Exhale to bend your knees. Look at your hands. Step or jump all the way up. Once you're there, flat back to inhale. Fold to exhale. Chair pose. Heels and knees touch. Pressing the heels down. And then your left arm is going to go under once, maybe twice. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, fold. Flat back to hook the knees. Elbows in front of the knees. Inhale, come back. Exhale, fold in. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale to fold. Pardon me. Now inhale. Back into your eagle chair. Press into your left foot. Feel your right foot get lighter. Flex that right foot. Create resistance. Warrior 3. Forearms parallel. Right heel reaching. Chin in, so you have all of that length through the whole posterior chain. Right heel through the crown. Finding a variation in the arms. If that works better for you, take one more breath in. As you breathe out, land your right foot. Scoot your left foot over so you're more in crescent alignment. Right heel over the center of the foot. Lift the elbows. Fingers back. Chest up. Heels press. Left heel into the floor. Right heel into space. Inhale to come up. Unwrap that. Left hand takes the right wrist. Go up. And then stretch that right side. Keep pressing with your right heel. Move the shoulders so they're square over the front of the mat. Breathe in. Release. To 2. Left heel intersects your back arch. Right toes angle toward the top right corner. Hips square to the long edge. Right hip in, left hip lifts. Left knee open. Arms long, shoulders down. Look over your left fingers. Find your breath. Feel your presence here. In Vira 2. Reverse. Left arm over, right hand behind or to your right hip. Keep lifting the chest so you're not collapsing completely on the right side. Certainly more open on the left, but you've got some energy moving through both sides of the body. Take one more breath in. As you breathe out, Parsvo, it can be modified or full. Right heel presses, left arm or elbow. Right arm can be straight up or over the ear. And then think about everything lining up with your left thigh bone. Keep pressing with your heel, reaching with your arms. One arm. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, right hand down, turn the chest, lift your right heel, move your left foot over for your lizard. The knee into the shoulder is what makes this a lizard lunge. Lower onto the forearms, modify by putting your right knee down if that helps, putting a block, a support underneath you somewhere. Let the head be heavy, amping it up as you need. Take one more breath in. Use your breath out to come up onto hands where the elbows were. Let your left leg go back behind you. Take an inhale and plank. And then as you exhale, chin past the fingers, elbows bend back, even with the ribs when you lower. Inhale, open, fill up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Feel things moving through your breath, your attention, presence. Inhale to lift your heels. Exhale to bend your knees. Look at your thumbs. Step or jump all the way up. Inhale, half flat. Exhale, fold in. Bend the knees, chair pose. Inhale. Stay for your exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, press to stand. Breathe out, reach behind and take an interlace. Right thumb on top. Knuckles pull down toward the heels to open the chest. And then chin in, flat back, fold forward. Bring the knuckles with you up and over. You can soften the knees if that helps. Seal the ribs right on the thigh bones. Let the head be heavy. And then keep lifting the knuckles. Stretch the shoulders, the fronts of the chest. Got lots of tightness here just with the nature of how things are. Gripping, reaching. Let the head go. Now we're going to keep the bind. Just bring the bind down to your low back. Start to lead with the chest to come up. You're going to stay with chair legs. Now you have a bind with the arms behind. Right heel presses. You did this before on the first round. Left foot floats. Press it back to warrior three. Breathe. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, bend your right knee, land your long left leg in a warrior two. So the heel is down and right heel intersects the left arch. Breathe in to lift your chest. Breathe out, fold in, humble warrior. Right shoulder can rest on your right thigh, or you can take it a little further. Let this right arm dip down inside of your right calf. Let the forehead come closer to the floor. Keep pulling through the knuckles, straight elbows. Breathe. Take one more inhale. Then use your knuckles to pull you up and out. Straighten your right leg. That will help to lift you up. Turn your right toes. Now, Prasarita, wide legs. Heels come in, toes point out. Release the arms. Bring one hand to the front of the pelvis, one hand to the back. Bend the knees. So you're in a goddess squat. Knees move back toward the wall behind you. Now we're going to take eagle wrap again. So right arm under, once, maybe twice. Lift your elbows as high as your shoulders. Take a breath in. All the toes are soft. Half flat. Fold. Inhale. Lift back up. Exhale. Flat back to fold. Keep the knees moving out. Inhale. Lift up. Exhale. Half flat back to fold. Now stay folded half. Release the arms. Bring the hands to the floor. Turn the toes forward and then take your wide legs. Just fold in. You can grab opposite ankles perhaps today for an inhale. And then as you exhale, pull on the ankles to deepen your fold. Moving the ribs toward the thighs, the crown toward the floor. Soften the toes. Take one more breath in. As you breathe out, release that. Walk the hands around to your right foot. Left heel lifts. Scooch the right foot onto the outside edge of your mat. Now you're going to roll onto the outside edge of your right foot. Different than lizard. This is cricket. So your right knee is going to drop out. Right foot stays flexed. And again, you can keep your back knee lifted. You can lower, but we're working on the inside of the hip. Or you can come onto the forearms. Keeping the foot flexed will keep the ligaments around the ankles from overstretching. Relax the neck. Take one more breath in. As you breathe out, put the hands where the elbows were. Step the right foot down. Lift your back knee if it's down. Plank. Take an inhale and plank. As you exhale, put your right forearm on the floor. Put your left forearm on the floor. Take forearm plank. Tuck the chin, feel the length from the heels through the crown. So scooch the toes back so you can bring the heels over the center of the ball of the foot. Now we're going to take dolphin. So stay on the toes. Walk your toes toward your elbows. Keep pressing into the forearms, undersides of the wrists. Maybe you start to press the heels down. Or maybe if you're safe, you could start to think about your pincha. Lifting one leg until the toes come up. And no kicking, just kind of pressing. If you want a couple hops, make sure you go both legs. Otherwise, you're staying in dolphin to breathe. Your lifted leg stays straight, your bottom knee will bend and kind of scoot you up. You're not throwing yourself up. You're not doing anything wild and dangerous at home on your own. Come back to dolphin together. Then we'll go to our forearm plank together. Heels over the centers of the feet. And now on an inhale, left hand where the elbow was, right hand where the elbow was. If you still want your vinyasa, take it. Chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. Whew, breathe here. Inhale, heels up. Exhale, knees bend. Look forward, step or jump, top of the mat. Inhale to your flat. Exhale to fold. Big toes, heels, knees together. Chair to interlace. Now your left thumb is going to go on top. You're going to scooch the other fingers over one space. So it may feel a little wonky, like you're holding someone's hand. It's yours. Straight elbows, breathe in. Forward fold, ribs to thighs, breathe out. You can straighten the legs here to get into the hamstrings. Top of the head toward the feet, knuckles to the sky. Now from here, stay in your bind, but bring the bind to your low back, bend the knees, lifting your chest, press into your left foot, squeeze the elbows, maybe the palms come together as you lift the right. Create some resistance with that right leg to press it back into Vira 3. Tuck the chin, right heel through the crown, lengthen. Landing in your warrior 2 legs, right foot to the ground. Left heel intersects, breathe in to lift the chest, breathe out, humble, fold in. Shoulder can rest or drop inside. Keep pulling the knuckles, tuck the chin in. Toes are soft. Left hip can pull back just a smidge. Keep the feet grounded, knuckles pull you up. And then keep the knuckles, left toes turned toward the long side of your mat. Breathe in to lift the chest. Breathe out, flat back, fold in. Now you can let go of the bind. That might feel nice on the shoulders. Walk the hands through the feet toward the wall behind you, as far back as you can reach. That may pull you deeper into your fold. Then turn the hands over so the palms face up. Press the back of the hands into the floor. Breathe. Surrender the head, whatever you're holding on to. Don't strain in the neck. Feel your breath. Uddiyana Bandha, the navel's pulling into the spine to keep the energy moving from the pelvic floor to the crown of the head. Soften your knees, so sharpen the connection with your feet onto the mat. Bring your hands through. Walk around to your left foot. Point your left toes to the front of your mat. Walk your left foot to the very edge for your cricket version of your hip opener. Roll onto the outside of your left foot. Flex so you're not sickling here. And then find your stretch. Maybe it's forearms, maybe it's knee, maybe it's some combo of both. You're the only one that knows what you have to deal with in that left hip. So work it out on your mat. Take 2 more breaths. Starting to come out on an inhale. Hands will go where the elbows were first. Step your left foot down, lift your right knee back to plank. Take an inhale in plank. Use your exhale to take forearm plank. You can stay in forearm plank. You could even lower to Sphinx here if all this dolphin forearm stuff is nothing you're interested in. Walk the toes toward the elbows if you're interested. And maybe you start to work on your forearm. Lifts. So you're not launching yourself with your bottom leg. You're just pulling your top leg more toward the ceiling to come onto your toes. And then one day, maybe you float it. Thousands of attempts later. Like so. And then coming back to your forearms. Hold here, heels over the balls. Take one more inhale. And then use your exhale to lower your hips. We'll take Sphinx together. Zip the legs together. Stay present, we're getting there. Elbows under the shoulders, press into the hands. Pull the belly button forward and gently up. Shoulders out of the ears. Take one more breath in. As you breathe out, lower the chest so the hands can come outside of the ribs. Press all the way back. Extended child's, knees apart, hips to heels, arms long. You can soften the elbows. Take some weight out of the shoulders. Good. Feel your breath. Feel your heartbeat. Feel some gratitude that you have a body that can put you through what you just did. We have to be grateful always. Now bring the hands in front of your knees to press you all the way up. Ardha Matsyendrasana, so sit down on your seat. Your right foot, right leg, I know it looks like my left. The whole flipping thing, it's real weird. Right ankle, left hip, left foot, over, like so. So straight on, it looks like this. Now my left hand is gonna go behind my left hip. My right arm will reach up for an inhale, all of this length. As you exhale, elbow outside of the knee. If that's too much, hug the knee in. Main thing is to get taller on your breath in and then wring that out as you exhale. Keep the navel pulled in, keep the chin in so you have the whole spine lengthening from the tailbone through the crown. Maybe the chin comes toward your left shoulder. Take one more breath in, your twist. As you breathe out, untwist. For your counter pose, stay lifted, turn to the right, put your left hand on the inside of your left foot, right hand behind your right hip. Breathe in to lift your chest. Breathe out, maybe turn a little bit the other way. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, untwist. Your left shin is going to come on top. Agni Stambhasana, fire logs, double pigeon. So flexing your top foot, again, just like in your cricket lunge, you don't want a ton of non-sun related wrinkles on the insides of your ankles. Sun related wrinkles are here to stay, I'm afraid. If you want a prop, you can put a block or a cushion or something. Inhale to lift, exhale, maybe you fold. It's not the same as having you guys here, but I appreciate you turning this on and practicing with us. It makes me feel a little more normal. Maybe Eric feels a little more normal. He does. He's just shy. Take 3 more breaths here. Breathe in to lift yourself up off of your double pigeon. We're going to twist it here. So one more thing, one more twist. Put your left elbow in the sole of your left foot. If that is ambitious, use your shin. You can rock, scissors, paper, or make prayer hands. If that helps you, whatever you need to do here. And then line up your elbows, stack them up, make your forearms look like one arm, and then move your top elbow back, lengthen from your tailbone through the crown. This is a big twist. So just a couple breaths here. Long exhales for some detox benefit. Take one more breath in. And then use your breath out to untwist. Move whatever may have been supporting you, and we're going to take some reverse tables, fingers to the hips, feet as wide as your mat. Lift your hips up, and then lower your hips down. Do that twice more, lift and lower. One more time. And now we take side 2. So your left foot is going to go to the outer left hip, your right foot is going to go on top. Looks like so, opposites. Right hand, my right hand goes behind my right hip, left arm reaches for length through the whole side, and then take the elbow outside. If that's too much, hug the knee in, press down, get taller, turn as you breathe out. Anchor with the base of your right big toe. Keep pulling, Uddiyana, navel in and up. Jalandhara, chin in for the back of the neck to be longer. And maybe the chin ultimately moves toward your right shoulder. Breathe. Take one more inhale in your twist this way. And then as you exhale, stay lifted, untwist. Right hand to the front of your right leg, left hand behind you, press down, get taller, and then twist. Move your chin toward your left shoulder. On an inhale, you'll come out staying lifted. Slide your shin on top. I used to say typewriter, like a typewriter, but nobody knows what a typewriter is anymore. So sad. Maybe the knee, block under the knee. Flex, space in the hips, or between the hips and the ribs, and then fold to your degree, if applicable. So don't push or force. That's not the yoga, pushing and forcing and making your body do things it was never meant to do. Because Instagram says so, or whoever says so. Feel what's happening in your body and act accordingly. That's the practice. Getting comfortable with what we feel inside is foreign for a lot of us, self included. Seeking external stuff is kind of our norm. Now that most of that external stuff, or a lot of it's going away, or potentially, you know what I mean, things are changing. The yoga's not changing. We still have this. We can still come to our mat, wherever your mat is, your towel, your square, whatever. And work your stuff out. Couple more breaths here, wringing out that right hip. And then when you're ready, an inhale will inspire you up out of your double pigeon fold, and then you're going to take a twist, perhaps, if you want. Don't have to. Right elbow, sole of the right foot, and then prayer hands, paper covers rock hands. Maybe your left elbow lifts to deepen. Your chest can lift toward your thumbs, your hands. Take one more breath here. And then as you breathe out, carefully untwist, uncross your legs, feet to the edges. You can take a reverse table or maybe even a reverse plank if you're feeling it, just to kind of undo that. Maybe one more. Hold a couple breaths. Press the hands, press the feet, maybe lift the chin, let the throat open. And then tuck the chin. Let the hips go, coming all the way down onto your back, heels to the front edge, whatever's behind you. Move it out of the way. Come all the way down with control. And then knees onto the chest, extend the legs to the ceiling. You can stop here, layer one. You can bend the knees to lift your hips, bring the hands to the low back. Modified shoulder stand, layer two. You can come into plow pose, let the toes come all the way behind the head, walk the hands toward your shoulder blades, keeping the outer upper arms pressing, the chin lifting slightly over the sternum so your neck is floating. There's some daylight between your shoulder blades around the spine so you're not jamming the neck or the upper back. Keep lifting the thigh bones away from the face so the legs are active. If you want more, you can always lift into full shoulder stand, the heels over the hips, maybe the hips coming toward the shoulders, letting the chest fade away from the chin. Keep reaching the balls of the feet toward the ceiling if you're in a full shoulder stand. If you're in shoulder stand, come back to plow to come out. So the toes will come behind you. You'll use the arms like brakes to lower yourself vertebra by vertebra onto your mat. Keep the legs close to the face. Hug the knees in. Take happy baby or any other finishing pose you need. Rock and roll a little bit side to side. Get any last movements out. Preparing for Shavasana, the last pose we'll take. The arms long, the legs long. Tuck the chin. Move the shoulders so you can settle. Dissolving into this pose, close the eyes or cover the eyes with something so your nervous system can rest. If you'd like a longer Shavasana, please feel free to stay for as long as you'd like, as time allows. If you'd like to come out, if it's time, wiggle the fingers, the feet, turn the head, move as you need to move. And with those subtle movements, bring some breath back into the body, maybe full, deep breath. And as you're breathing those bigger breaths, think about what you're grateful for. Start to list things in your mind. And just let yourself be full of gratitude. We have to stay there. Grateful. Collectively. And then when you're ready, roll onto your right side and just pausing there. Put the left hand in front of the heart, chakra number 4, your heart space. Putting your hand on the floor in front of your heart symbolizes your connection to your foundation at the heart center. And then bringing yourself all the way back into your seat, bringing the hands together at the heart, the chin to the chest, maybe the eyes close. Gratitude for this time, for the practice, for the technology, the ancient wisdom, all of those things together. Namaste. Thanks, guys. See you tomorrow.